Hello and welcome to round one with the blue-red Thermovolt deck. We've won the dice roll. I think I'm okay with that opening hand. Got plenty of land, a bit of removal if we need to, and we can draw otherwise, so I'll keep that. Let's see what we're versing. Lower that volume a little bit. So something with black in it. So 2 feed vision's not too bad. So this could be a green-black delirium deck. I'm probably going to bet. See if we get a third colour or not, but throw down the fevered visions, start drawing cards, start burning them, hopefully. What do they got? Mr. Tracker. So I am happy to harness lightning that and then just cast take inventory, I think. Do I want to wait to do that for next turn? Actually, I will do a bit differently. I'll go Dynavolt Tower. This allows me to get the 2 triggers off of those spells, which hopefully will benefit me. I think their best case is just getting getting another counter from the or getting a clue from a land play, which doesn't look like they. Well, maybe they do. It would make sense for them. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so they don't have a 4th land, so that's definitely good. So I think I want to harness lightning I think the Grimflare, because it'll trigger delirium a bit quicker. So I can go Grimflare there. I can just do the 2, so they can't respond to it. I will do the take inventory, and then I can burn the tireless tracker as well with the Dynavolt Tower. That's fine. And then we can pass turn. See if we can keep them off their mana as long as we can. Nope. That's okay. See if they've got anything else. So they clearly don't have another tracker, but they might have another. Oh, look at Liliana. Okay, that's all right. Yep. I'm going to use Fevered Visions onto Liliana. This allows me to Dynavolt Tower it if I choose to, but I'll cast Take Inventory for now. I think I'll do that again. Well, get all these lands out of the way. I can discard them with Tormenting Voice, so that is certainly not a problem. Going to do that now. I think I'll actually get rid of the 2 tapped lands here, given that Highlight comes in tapped regardless, and Spire Bluff Canal will come in tapped now anyway. that. Wow, I have a lot of lands on the top of this deck. That's fine. So again, we'll get rid of some tap lands. And next turn I can cast Fevered Visions and then the 2 spells here. Traverse is fine. So that's possibly an Emrakul they're going to be getting. Maybe something so that they can play now. Oh, Forest, interesting. They might have a Grimflayer in hand, perhaps. Oh, Mineric Demon. Lots of cards that I haven't seen for a little while. Well, that I don't see much of. So... what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so that is enough to cast all 3 spells. Happy to land that one. Go ahead and grab that one as well. And I'll just harness lightning the Mineric Demon straight away, I think. I think the Deadlock Trap will be most useful here. With just the 2 Fevered Visions, we've got a pretty reasonable clock. It's only 4 turns, I think, at the moment. So that's quite manageable. So 5 on that. And we'll hand it back over to them. So he's 3 mana away at the moment from casting Emrakul, so that's at least something. Okay, so we've got Thermo Alchemist. Certainly not bad. Play down a mountain. Put the Alchemist in. So I think their best plan actually might be to use Ishkanar's ability here. That is interesting. I haven't seen too many games be won that way. It certainly isn't a common method. Another Thermo Alchemist. So I think the Deadlock Trap is the better option here, just because next turn... Oh, is it? No, I don't think it is actually, because if I play the Thermo Alchemist and they both survive, then I believe that I just win at the end of their next turn unless they can drain me 17 life, which I don't think is possible. So I do have to win pretty quickly unless I... Okay, that's fine. Seems a bit of an odd choice to have done that. Not entirely sure why. I suppose that's for the... I got no reason as to why they did that. And that's fine, but why would they have wasted their... Interesting choice. So I'm really hoping that I can just cast a few spells here. So we're going to go Glimmer of Genius. I'm really kind of just hoping that we get some sort of going to put both of those on the bottom, I think. Rather than cool. So I think that he assumed that I was going to have a few more spells to cast there, so I could just burn him with the Dynavolt Tower, but I didn't. But oh well. So I believe we're up against an Emrakul deck here. So I think that the Summary Dismissal will be good. The Ceremonious Rejection, it might not be too bad, but I kind of think Void Shadow would be better. I can play most of my spells instant speed. Besides that, I don't think there's too many creatures that the Radiant Flames will hit once they've got Delirium. They've got the Grimflayer, which will become a 4/4 pretty quickly in most cases. Same with the Tireless Tracker, which also leaves me to think that the Galvanic Bombardment might not be great. Pretty much both of those there will just be hitting Ishkana tokens, and that's just not that great. To take out, I think the Deadlock Trap is fine, I think, because if he does land Emrakul, I do want to be able to tap it down. If at the very worst it is just a way of Emrakul becoming just a take turn spell. So I've taken out 1 Thermo Alchemist and 2 Tormenting Voice. I think that's fine. The Thermo Alchemist isn't vital to the plan, and the Tormenting Voice is just card draw, which I do need to get into these counter spells. So I think that'll do, and let's go into game 2. I think that's fine just because of the Anticipate. It does land alright, I suppose, but we're going to have to draw into something a bit better. They've mulled down to 6 by the looks of it. That's fine. Okay. So we've got some Highland Lakes. I think I'll ignore that second one for a few turns. I've got plenty of land out there, and I do need to get this Spire Bluff Canal down pretty quickly. Okay, Summary Dismissal. That's cool. So as soon as they get up to the roughly 13 mana between their graveyard and their lands, I'm gonna probably have to hold up that 4 mana, which is fine by me. That was expected. Let's see if I can go into a Harness Lightning. I think we'll go the Deadlock Trap here. That is fine by me. Take inventory. Yeah, I think we'll go into the Deadlock Trap here. I imagine they're just going to be hitting for 3 or 4 here, possibly playing something, possibly even another tracker. Nope, okay, that's good. They might just be attacking for 3 or 4. Ooh, annoying. That's fine. So I think I'm happy to go Alchemist into inventory. I am unsure with these alchemists whether or not I'm supposed to just play them and then wait a turn to play all the other spells, like to trigger it, but it seems like a waste of mana to do that. Yeah. You know, I would have gotten 1 extra damage then, but it doesn't seem worth it. I'm not going to be blocking just yet. It's annoying. Well, that does mean if I draw a 2-mana spell, I can play Thermovolt Tower and then burn the tracker. That would be quite useful. Perfection. So, no it doesn't. Damn it. I need to learn how to count. I may still do that. Not the burn part, obviously, but seems like a reasonable play unless I just want a glimmer of genius end of turn instead. But I think we should probably get this started. We'll just Tormenting Voice away that Highland Lake, I think. Okay, so the Harness Lightning is going to be very useful for me, because that tracker is going to be getting out of hand very soon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9. They're 4 mana away from being able to cast an Emrakul at the moment. I'm not entirely sure how much longer I'm going to be alive. Silvered Advocate is another good card. You got 2 of them. This is going to be fun and difficult. So I have to kill the tracker just so he stops getting clues, and it does have more power than the advocates. The combination of the advocates with the hissing quagmires is definitely a problem. I am curious as to see if Summary Dismissal prevents the hissing quagmire from activating, because it's not going to mean anything, but it will definitely be an interesting interaction, I feel. I think it will actually, so that's interesting. However, they don't need it if they intend on if I kill the tracker. You can only do 3 to 1 of them. None of them spread out. So I'm going to do that. We'll just see what happens, I think. I imagine they're just going to attack here. They've got no reason to not attack with both, so it does make sense. And can't do anything, so I think we'll be heading to game 3. Yep. Okay, so So the thermo-alchemists don't seem to be doing a whole heap. Thinking the galvanic bombardments might actually be useful with combined with something like the Dynavolt tower. So that go there. Maybe one less card. Suppose just one less tormenting voice. Not really. They're big creatures and they're difficult to deal with. I think that'll have to do. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Shoot through those highland lakes early on. Get that Dynavolt tower running up and running nice and quickly. Ideally. Coolios. Cool. So harness light in there for some early removal as well. That's always good. Thinking now that because a lot of this is based around energy, I probably should have had something like the Aether hubs. I think that's what they're called. The lands that produce an energy when they enter. So I'm going to throw down the Dynavolt tower here. Hopefully they don't get delirium from the first attack with Grimflare. But at the very worst I can just harness lightning it for 4 next turn. What do we got? Choice. I suppose I just don't want another Revolving Wilds, that's fine. What are they putting down? Pick the brain. That's very annoying. So that allows them to get the harness lightning most likely. Fortunately they don't have delirium, so they can't remove all of them from the deck. And that is certainly handy. Void Shadow, interesting. So, just so nothing can happen there, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And then end of next turn I can anticipate as well as burn with Dynavolt Tower. So no tireless trackers this time. So may as well get some value out of it. I think I'm okay for lands. It's not too big a problem. The order, and we can burn for 3. Brain again. So now they do have delirium, so it's fortunate that I didn't just get Dynavolt Tower out of that anticipate. any three of those cards is not a huge deal. A little bit annoying, but no biggie. Deadlock Trap is fair enough. Gets all three of them. That is his turn gone. Let's see what we get. So, Fevered Visions I think is quite useful. I'm happy to just throw that down. If they play something like a Tireless Tracker, I can just Galvanic Bombardment it. Grimflayer is a bit more difficult. Ishkana, a bit annoying. I can get rid of one of the tokens if I want to, which might not be a bad idea. Sorry, I'm just getting some messages, as you might have heard. I think I will just throw that on one of the tokens, get rid of it now. I suppose it's just kind of hold up the Glimmer and the Summary Dismissal. Another land's alright. An attack for 5 is annoying, but certainly not unmanageable. Depending on what they play right now. So that there is just them trying to get more tokens, and it might just be worth countering it. I know they have to. I know I should be holding this up for Emrakul, but I think this is fine. Like, they're still a few turns away, so what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're still like 3-ish turns away. Okay, that's interesting. So that there, it allows me to get rid of the Ishkana if I choose to. See what we get from that. Just another land, that's fine. I'm hoping they've got nothing but 4 lands in hand right now. That is ideal. Not likely though. So I'll take this one, see if they do anything. I'm happy to Glimmer of Genius into Harness Lightning end of turn. Mindrake Demon is a different thing. Okay. The fact that he's not being banned by this Fevered Visions is really annoying as well. Damn. So many lands. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the Mindrake Demon instead. It's got a slightly higher power, so just go all 5 damage to it. So, assuming they know their deck, I have just lost. Unless I get something out of Fevered Visions real quickly. And even then, they do have the Hissing Quagmire. That's game. So they can activate the Ishkana to drain 3 life and then attack for 5 damage. With just the creatures, obviously. Let's see if they know that. probably betting that they do. Four, 5, 6, and 7. That'll be it. So, game 1 went alright for that. It might not be the best matchup, especially once they start emptying their hand, it's not going to go very well for me. That is something that I was aware of with the fevered vision stuff. I was hoping I'd go a bit better than that, but okay, well, anyway, we'll continue into round 2. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.